By the way, number 12, I'm just going to apologize right off the bat to anyone who clicked on this expecting to see the same kind of ranting and raving I did last week. Not going to happen. I know you guys liked it and I appreciate that, but I'm not going to force it. Even though a few of you asked me to, regardless. Keep doing it. Even though if you're not pissed off, keep doing it. No, fuck that shit. Yeah, on a scale of probably 1/5 anger this week that I was last week. There's still some anger, but not nearly enough to warrant crazy rant. Well, maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll get into it if the mood, strikes me. But I don't see it happening. Now, one of the things that's been pissing me off that I just keep forgetting to mention is that I've been receiving an increasing amount of spam, YouTube spam, lately from users. Now it's atheists are doing it too. Oh, watch my video, I pwn a Christian. And it's just basic, standard, running around in circles with Christian kind of argument. With some spice added, because the guy points his finger at laughs and compares God to a totem pole or something. So wow, that's brilliant. You really needed to send a spam email asking me to watch that shit. And even worse with people just doing cover songs of famous artists. Oh, I'm not sure if you're a fan of this artist or not, but here's my cover of it anyway, please watch. Yeah, I don't want to watch that shit. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, to any spammers who stumble across this, well, chances are you're not going to stumble across this because you mainly keep to yourself because you're pretty fucking self-involved. But yeah, just by any chance the spammers stumble across any of this, quit fucking sending spam, especially if you have over like 1,000 subscribers. No, because once you roll over 1,000, it just sort of starts, building up itself. But there's spammers. I get spam from people who've got over 100,000 subscribers, and they're still not satisfied. I mean, can you fucking believe that? I mean, 100,000 subscribers. The views are gonna keep coming in no matter what, and yet you're still too much of a fucking glutton to not spam people and ask them to watch your shit. And especially since the videos are fucking horrible as well. I mean, I got this guy, just the lamest comedian, sent me a spam email, and I didn't respond. Then he actually followed up with me. He had over 40,000 subscribers, and he actually followed up with me and asked me what did I think of his video. I mean, fuck spammers. So yeah, and fuck you people who fall for that shit instead of criticizing it. I mean, no, like only 1/10 of the overall people probably condemn it. Because yeah, I mean, it seems to work pretty well. Even I contemplate doing it, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, even though it would work pretty well. So anyway, on to videos. I didn't mention last week, and I really should have because it was pretty funny. User tersse did a response video to my voting thing, and pretty much said my idea was shit. But his brilliant alternative solution consists of restricting the not restricting, just completely abolishing the opportunity, the right to have anyone vote, anyone who hasn't served time in the military. So what that pretty much does is just automatically gives a big fuck you to the obese, people with psychological issues, fitness issues, the openly gay. Yeah, fuck them, right? I mean, unless major changes happen, unless you make an exception, for people under the Disabilities Act and such, it's a horrible idea. But even if you make all those kinds of exceptions, it's still a shitty idea because you're going to end up with a voting base primarily composed of soldier type mentalities, and I think we can safely say that soldiers tend to be incapable of seeing the wrongdoings of their country, generally speaking. So it would just be a horrible idea, especially if you do it on a worldwide level. I mean, can you imagine the kind of people that would be selected by a bunch of soldiers who can't see past the fact that they just happen to be born in a country, and that doesn't necessarily automatically make the country great? I mean, it's just fucking pathetic. So anywho, bad idea, but thank you for your contribution. And I'll link to his video, so you can judge for yourself. Let's see what else. Oh, Emendum also did a response to me, and it was funny because I said that the price of democracy. So maybe if if a country has a predominantly religious population, well, maybe the price of that kind of democracy should be then yeah, you let them make their own policy. And Emendum was kind of joking around saying, because I said I left Serbia because of that kind of shit, and he was saying, well, maybe I should leave U.S. and maybe I should go to Serbia, and when that fails, then maybe I should go to Australia, and when it fails there, maybe I should go to Canada with you. And I'm thinking that would be fucking awesome. I mean, there's one system we can change completely and make it 100% rational. It's probably, the Canadian system. And, I can't do it alone. So if I have Gary up here, it would be pretty fucking sweet. So you're welcome to come along, Gary. I would love to have you. I'd take the couch and, it'd be rent-free for you here, and, you can take the den. Well, I'd probably just move out for the time being, because it would be well worth it to have you around and pick your brain all day and see how you come up with all them rational solutions all the time in all kinds of different areas. And, we can also have some fun. We can go skiing in the winter. I know how much you'd love that. It's a big adrenaline rush. Big freaking steep slopes. Lots of fun. So, come along. I'm just playing. And what else did he do? Oh, he did the responses back and forth with what's his name, Matt Fails, and it just sort of creeped me out, because I don't have enough courage to click on any Matt Fails videos, because I mean, dude, it's just I saw one video and I heard the clips, and no. So those parodies he does with Matt Fails, I just don't get them at all, because I'm not gonna watch Matt Fails videos. They're pretty fucking creepy and nauseating. You see Coughlin, did the atheist rage video, and it seemed very put on. He has like 15,000 subs now, and he does a video on a comment. On one comment, some religious nut makes. I mean, we all get those comments. I get those comments all the time. One of my older videos, yes, religious people keep commenting saying insane shit. That's what religious people are going to do. No need to devote an entire video to them. But he just sort of wants to score brownie points, because that's the kind of environment he's in. He can score brownie points easily by pretending to be outraged that a religious person might say that God should burn unbelievers or something like that. That Jacqueline woman wasn't even an unbeliever. That's what makes it even more moronic. Then he did apparently the ultimate self-ponage video that this Christian nut did. And it was just so painful, because it was all this build-up for nothing. I mean, I hate when I see people comment on, stuff like, oh, well, thanks for wasting 4 minutes of my life and stuff like that. I hate those kinds of comments. But, I was tempted to make one myself. Well, not like, video was 4 minutes. I was tempted to say, like, thanks for wasting 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes of my life, because video could have been done in 30 fucking seconds. And he just kept stretching it out. And, I never got my video that he said he was going to do about religion doing a sort of maybe good thing by having Jacqueline persevere, even though she has nothing to persevere for. So I'm still expecting that. But today he does a video and he says he's gone for a couple of weeks. And he featured this really lame atheist, the rapper guy. And I can't believe how many lame atheists there are, play it safe atheists. And he also featured Matt Fail, so I skipped over that. But, all these atheists, the life sucks argument, the consumption reproduction argument, it's amazing. How can you be an atheist on YouTube and not go into this topic and just stick to running around with circles with religious people? I don't get that. All these people, Thunderfoot, has his creationists, and who else? Well, there's a lot of big name atheists that have never touched this topic. And it's, to me, if you're an atheist, I don't see how you can avoid this topic. Yeah, play around with Christians for a bit first, that's fine. But let's delve into some atheist ladder, kind of philosophy afterwards. And it's amazing that no one's doing this. How does it make sense for us to keep having kids? I'd like to see, I don't want to call anyone out by name, but I'd love to see people like Thunderfoot and even the Amazing Atheist cover this kind of stuff, but they just don't want to touch it. It's pretty fucking disappointing. 8 minutes, fucking 9 minutes. Okay, so I gotta speed it up. Amazing Atheist, hour-long babble, movies type questions. And I got a couple of comments from people after my last video that condemned moviegoers, and they're saying, well, it's a fun experience because, you get to be in a big room, and, come on, how is going to the movies a fun experience? You get sticky floors, small chair, you're always surrounded by idiots, the biggest morons that you can probably find are gonna wind up in that movie theater, because movie theaters tend to be pretty big, so they're gonna obviously have some idiots, they're gonna talk loud. So what is there in movie theaters? Well, is the big screen really that magical? All you assholes have the freaking widescreen TVs now. You can just pretty much pull yourself up to the widescreen TV at your house and pretend it's a movie screen. So fuck you. There's no need to go to the fucking movies. And as long as people keep going, yeah, there's gonna be shitty fucking movies being made. So all you people who keep going and keep complaining, well, guess what? The reason you keep complaining is because you keep fucking going. So anyway, what else? Oh yeah, then Amazing Atheist mentioned he understands Columbine. He doesn't agree with Dylan and Eric, well, what they did, but he can sort of understand their motivation to want to kill the high school kind of people. And I mean, we all understand the anger that being in high school can create. But to say that you want to see those kind of people dead, have their brains blown out, it's just, to me, it makes no fucking sense. I mean, what you want to do is you want to seep into their minds why they're idiots, and not blow their minds out. So saying that he can understand Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold's motivation behind what they did, even though he wouldn't do it himself, it's just still pretty fucking equally disgusting in my book.